Hello. Hi, everyone. Corrie here, coming in to do a check-in. Just making sure my phone is ringers off. Hello. We're just going to wait for some audience to come in, for there to be some people in here. And we should be on Facebook and YouTube. So hopefully somebody can respond from both places to just let me know where I am. Hello. Just bring it up on my phone as well so I can see both, because sometimes last time the comments wouldn't come on Facebook. Thank you, Tracy. There we go. Okay, so I know I'm on Facebook. And on YouTube. Okay, thank you. I just seen Wendy's on YouTube. So hello, Wendy. Hello, Tracy. Hello to anyone else that's watching, coming in and just doing a check-in. Hello, Carlene, and anyone else that's here. Candace, hi. So we're just back and off the heels of our Leduc event that just happened. So to anyone who was in Leduc, and if I didn't get a chance to see you, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to speak to you. If you were there, if you were at the vendors, there was just so many people coming and going, and if you came to all one part or all of it, thank you so much for supporting us. Hello, Ellie, our sweet Ellie, and Ellie was one of the women on the door, along with her friend Regina, that was also on the door, that was working the door, and so yeah, so we were in Leduc, Alberta last weekend, put off a live event. So we had a full day wellness day, and then we had a evening of 2 hours of live mediumship, myself and Michelle Gibson, and it was so beautiful and wonderful. And yeah, there's just so many. It was so crazy. It was just like, it was so good to have so many people come see us. Yeah, we're busy the whole time you're there. I know. I seen you over talking, and I'm like, oh, I'll get to see them. And then you were gone, Tracy, by the time I was finally finished. Yeah, it was crazy. And to the people who drove to see me, just to meet me, just to hug me, just to say, thank you, or to share your stories with me. Oh my God. My heart is so full when I literally seen people walking through the door. Like one woman walked in through the door, and I know she may be here watching. And she just came to say, I just feel like you're my friend. I've just been following you for so long. And she just came to meet me, to hug me, and to just be there. Like, oh, my heart. I've been trying to process. I said to Michelle, I'm like, I'm still trying to process like all of that, because I have not been out very much. I haven't done much out in person other than my teachings. I've been in some of the communities. I was in Drift Pile and teaching in Edmonton, but those are all private that I've been hired to go in and do. And so to come out in public like that, it was actually absolutely amazing. So, and to those who signed my book, or those who got my book, I just reading Wendy's comment. To those who came, purchased my book, and that I got to sign your books, and we got to have our pictures taken together. Thank you. It was so wonderful. And yes, Wendy, no, we haven't signed your book, but we're in the same place. So there should be no reason why we can't connect. If you are in, is it Alex? Alex, is it like, yeah, Alex? If you're in Alex Mayor area of Alberta, I will be there on Sunday. I'm going to be at a wellness day on Sunday in that area, and it's from 1 to 4, and I will be there with my books, and I will be bringing both copies if I still have some of the first book. So myself and my partner, he's actually coming out of hiding and coming out with me to the event as well. So I will be in Alex. Is it Alex? Alex Mayor, that area, not far from Lacombe. So they have a wellness day that's happening on Sunday from 1 to 4, and I will be there as well. So welcome, everybody. We're just waiting for the room to fill up. So just letting the room fill up and just coming in to do a live, spend a little bit of time here. I have not been in a whole lot. I've been taking some time to finish up some work. We are working on getting the cards put into the publishing company. So we're getting the oracle cards are entering into the publishing company. Everything is now done. They are fully complete, done, box done, covers done. I love the cover of the book, of the cards and the book. And so my Everyday Goddess Oracle cards, we're hoping that we'll be able to have those available for pre-orders, hopefully by the end of February. That's what we're hoping. We will announce when we can do pre-orders for them. But I have to order my own test copy first, and then once we have the test copy, we're just putting in all the little pieces, and then once the test copy arrives, then I can approve them and they'll be ready for print. So the oracle cards are almost ready. We are working on editing Wine and Chips, the third book. So we're working on Wine and Chips right now, and we're editing Wine and Chips, and that one's a big edit because it's about association and disassociation, and so there's just so much to that book. So welcome everyone. Yes, Lisa. So welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. You deserve to take all the time you need. Thank you, Charlie. Yes, I am. So yeah. Hello, Betty. All right. So, and Candace, hello. Who else didn't I see? LJ, hello. And who else didn't I see? And there's Regina. We were already talking about Regina, and there she is. And Jennifer, hi. So this week's energy, we just came off the new moon energy. If you didn't read my new moon, if you didn't listen to my new moon, there's two parts to the new moon message that's on YouTube. One part I forgot to download when I left to go away for the weekend to do my event, but it is up there now. And then this week's energy report is also available. So you can go check out this week's energy report as well. That is now available on my YouTube channel. And if you go to my second YouTube channel, which is called She Is ... More Than Existing, my second YouTube channel is my podcast. And I just released the podcast number 22 in that YouTube channel. So if you go to my first YouTube channel, which is my main one, you can listen to all the other stuff. But if you go to my other channel, She Is More Than Existing, that's my podcast, and I just released podcast number 22 in there. It is like the everyday stuff. It is about the everyday journey of traveling through the Corrie stuff. So check that one out. So I'm going to start with a card. We're shifting into early February, having the full moon come up. And so we do have a shift in energy that's also happening already. And so there is a lot of, it feels like it's like in the early parts of this week and even into today, it feels like there has been a little bit of a intensity in the air. And I know Aries was in Chiron energy, and there's a lot that's been happening there. This year and so I feel like it's like really truly check out your Saturn as well. Like, I just feel like it's like a lot of people's Saturn energy is really truly influencing some of the thoughts that's happening, or the pressure, or the energy that you're feeling. And so there's a lot that's happening. And so just look at your Saturn. I'm not an astrologer, but that's just what I'm hearing. Really look at that. And so also in the report, I was also speaking about, and then we're being like coming into the light. So I just feel like it's like the light is coming on by the end of the week, or moving into even next week. I feel like there's a lot of aha moments. And so the card that I pulled to go with this first was the unfounded fear. So there is a collective energy that's out there right now, and it is a collective, like the collective shadow. So we have the collective shadow energy that it's like we're feeling the shadow of, and it's not all truth, like it's not what's really true. So we have this sense of the unfounded fears, like truly worrying about things, or just feeling like something is wrong, but there's really nothing seriously wrong, but you just feel like something is wrong. Is because there's a lot wrong in the energy, like in the world stage, like on a bigger scale. There's a lot of things that are out of sorts, that are out of place, like trying to make things fit that don't fit. So this is a really good, when you look at that energy in your life, what are you trying to make fit in your life that doesn't fit anymore? Because it's like we're just like giving birth to the new version of ourselves, like we're coming into a new energy. What are you trying to make fit that doesn't fit anymore? That's your question. Ask yourself that, right? That answer is a lot for you, Charlene. Good. And is it Zena? Hello, nice to see you. And so we are talking about energies. And so what doesn't feel right? So it's like, it's amazing how we keep trying to squeeze ourselves into places where we don't belong anymore, or we try to make things fit that no longer fits. And sometimes that's our own thought process. Sometimes it's the things like it's like that story. There's maybe a story that you keep telling yourself, and it's like it just doesn't really resonate anymore, but you keep living it, you keep doing it. It's like, oh, I don't do that, I don't like that, I don't belong there. But there's a part of you that has this like second voice that's saying, yeah, you do. And so there is going to be a lot of that kind of, if you so choose, free will to make those things or to move and shift those things from being a part of having to belong in your life to taking out those pieces, because it takes up space of what is the most valuable to you, what really means, what has value in your life right now, what has substance, what feels like it fits. And we are never the same person we were, right? Like we change so much, we evolve, we grow, and they're just like, how many people really truly hang on to old things? It's like, I'm going to say this. So sometimes it's like the relationship that should have been over 10 years ago, but you just keep trying to fit into it. It's like holding on to the pair of jeans or trying to fit into the jeans. You may weigh the exact same thing on the scale, but the jeans don't fit anymore, or you may not. Who cares what you weigh on the scale? But you keep trying to squeeze yourself into the jeans because you tell the story that you are that size. And so even if you go to the store and buy new jeans and they're made at a different company, they're made differently, they're not made the same, but you wear that size, and then you have to squeeze yourself in that size. That's the size you wear. That's my size. And then you find yourself like squeezing yourself in, but yet you're not able to enjoy your life because you're just like, you can't breathe, you can't sit down. But I'm in the size that I said I wear. And so because you're in the size that you said you wore, but it doesn't fit, sometimes you got to be willing to look at yourself and ask yourself, why does that matter to me? And why am I trying to make myself fit into that? And why is that where I am right now? Right? Like, it's like, what difference would it make for me to buy something that fits comfortably? So wouldn't it be nicer to be in relationship with the pieces of yourself that fit comfortably? To be in relationship with people where you feel like you belong, right? And so this is where the aha moments are coming in. And I feel like there's just a lot of these aha moments that you may be starting to have. It's like that revelation, right? We're just having that sense of knowing that, oh my God, I really have done that for so long. I've really been that for so long. And I still do those things. I still have those moments in my life. And I know we all have those moments in our lives. We all go through those. And so recognizing these, because what we do is we often awaken, we keep feeding into the self-saboteur, right? The self-sabotage, so that we can deny ourselves the possibility of letting ourselves grow in a new direction, to fit in a new place. You say this as I'm cleaning out my basement of all of my dad's old things. He passed on in September of 2017, and I finally have the strength to do this now. Yay, Destiny. Yay. And my heart is with you, because yes, that space where I can probably, I can feel where you're coming from with this. And it's like, but what your dad would want is what he would want you to be able to use that space, right? And you can also then take some of his stuff and get some teddy bears made, or make a quilt, like get a quilt made. donate the clothes, whatever it may be, but it's cleaning out spaces, it's making space for you in your life, right? Like really truly you're ready to move, you're moving through the cycles. So we go through our cycles. So now you're ready to release something new. So that's a beautiful. So I'm glad that resonates with you right now. And hello, Debbie from Southbrook. Nice for you to be here. And so that's our energy. That's what we had. That's what we got going on. But the self prophecy. So back to that. It's that it's so easy to be that saboteur of our own destiny, of our own experiences. It is so easy to tell ourselves it is easier to stay in something that doesn't work for us than it is to find something that works. And that could be changes in business. It can be changes in so many areas of your life. And this energy, it's saying don't waste this energy. Don't This is very useful energy that we have a lot of energy that's about being able to, like, forward projections, about us being able to move forward, to be able to make changes, to be able to what is the word, to investigate further the things that align with our new truths, and to know that we don't have to accept just because things are changing and times are changing. We do not have to accept that some things are best for us. And I always go back, and I went back to this weekend to somebody, and I'm like, I remember when debit machines came in and everybody was talking about how much they loved debit machines and they're so great. And I said, debit machines just give more control to big corporations and took away our sense of control. Like it was that sense of, yes, it's so easy to be able to use your card. They sell us the easy, they sell us the simple. But in the meantime, it ended up costing businesses and people way more for banking fees. If you had cash, you didn't have to pay those banking fees. If you owned a business, you didn't have all of these extra fees. If someone paid you cash, you could go deposit in the bank. But it was so that we could be tracked and our money could be tracked and they could track more. And so it's the same thing when they put expiry dates on debit cards in Canada, right? It's about being able to tax you. It's about being able to track. And so all of those things were great to a certain degree. And so convenience, just because it was convenient, it doesn't mean it's best for us in overall. And I used to always say that, do you know how much those machines end up costing us business wise? How much it costs to be able to run a business and run those machines, right? Like, and so those things were, and when I got rid of my debit machine when I was working online, and then it was all, you realize, like, oh my God, that machine costs that much money. And so it's being able to look at things, to investigate things further, to really figure out, is this really truly the best thing for me? Just because someone says it's going to be best for me or it's going to work for me, then maybe, but maybe not. Maybe there's more to the story. Maybe it's something bigger. And I feel like that's where we're coming into. It's like we're just kind of opening up our minds and saying, we're becoming more curious. That's the energy, right? And it's a good time to be able to use that. And so just trusting that, and just knowing that's the energy that we have happening around us. Yeah. So I hope that works. So I am going to pull a few cards tonight, and I don't know if anyone's coming. I'm going to stick to the cards and just pull a card for people and just see. After 2 hours of the live mediumship on Saturday, I've kind of, and just doing a few sessions this week, I'm kind of on the low as I'm letting my energy recharge again, as I'm bringing my energy back in. Yes, wisdom teaching, become more curious. I always say about things that when people give me statements, whatever, I'm like, that's interesting. Tell me more. Well, you should just accept it. It's just good. And I'm like, but I just don't accept. But I've been like that since I was a child. That's why I got called stubborn. That's why I got called, like, stop questioning and just doing. But it don't make sense to me. Like, things don't make sense to me. And if it don't make sense to me, because I can see beyond. And so because I have the ability to see beyond, I can see bullshit. And that's a truth. So I'm curious and I question things. All right, so I'm going to start, and I don't know who I'm choosing, but I'm going to go back. And let's just see where I'm starting. I knew you'd find that funny, Lisa. I really feel the need to start with Candace. Candace Clark, are you still here? Candace Clark. I just want to see if Candace is still here. Candace. So I'm just going to give a minute, and then I'm going to go to Cody. So Candace and then Cody. Okay. Yes, you are. Okay, Candace. So I'm going to pull you a card. I just feel the call to pull you a card. I'm just like, I just got these. This is what I seen, Candace. It's so funny because when I looked at your name, I seen doves. I seen like 3 doves. And as soon as I seen your name, it was like 3 doves came out of your name. And I'm like, peaceful perspective. That's my, I don't know where my cards are. I think my cards are actually out in the truck, out in my truck because I haven't unpacked. But a peaceful perspective. And I don't know where that peaceful perspective comes in for you, Candace, but I haven't pulled. So let's see what else the message has got for you. But I got a peaceful perspective. I'm seeing 3 doves. And I feel like the 3 doves also ties around, Candace, I'm getting like a grandmother energy around it. Like I'm seeing like a grandmother, and I keep seeing like bowls or like bowls of candies or sugar bowls with like clumps of sugar. You know, the little cubes of sugars, Candace? Like either bowls of candies or sugar cubes. You feel quite at peace today? Oh, perfect. See? It's like, yeah, just peaceful perspective. And I'm like, I don't feel like it's anything big. I feel like it's like I feel like we're just like getting that sense of we're being told, would you like a candy? Sit down and just suck on the candy. Sometimes that's how grandmothers get us to shut up, is they give us candies or something to kind of make us quiet, and we just calm down. We just sit there until the sugar kicks in. But I've just got this, like, I feel like someone's handing you that today. Like it's a sweetness in the air around you, Candace. And I got this sweet energy around you. And I feel like it's a really sweet time, or you're hitting like some sort of sweet spot in your stride. Like you're really striving forward. And so I actually got 2 cards for you. Passionate, confidence. Yeah, grandma always had humbug candies in dishes. Oh my God. Perfect. Well, she's here with us, and I'm like, and she's just like, sit down, shut up. Just, and she didn't say shut up. Just sit down. Let me give you a candy. And it just feels like we're in this peaceful energy, just calm. So I can almost taste this sweetness in my mouth. And so I feel like you're in a stride, or you're in a really sweet spot in your life, or there's like this really sweet energy. It's just like wherever you've been kind of really truly like the last couple of years may have been really challenging for you, but you're coming into a new energy. So I got the Knight, and this is like a fire card. And so this is about passion. It's about desire. And this is about charging forward. So, you know, it is a desert behind there, but she's got like that feather in her hat. Her feather is like she's speeding past. And I feel like you're just like, I feel like there's just like this sense of something is coming, or something good is on its way, and you're just like waiting in the breeze for it. It's like the sun coming up in the early morning. It's just a sense of sweetness and goodness. And I just feel like there's just like passionate, like being in a real passionate relationship. And I think the passionate relationship is with yourself, like truly being connected and resonating with yourself. Of this is a sweet spot, a sweet energy for you to really truly sit with you, to acknowledge, to really start to do what you love. There is something new, like you're kind of starting to shift into like something new for yourself. So I don't know what you've been considering doing new or taking on a new hobby or beginning something new, but I feel like you're really truly in alignment to that. Um, and just being like, so whether or not you're even being considered for like a new opportunity at work, or but you're being chosen. So Candace, you're being chosen, and she's just saying, just sit back, just suck on your candy, just sit here, just wait, because you've already put all the work in. You've already done all the things that you need to do, and that's all you need to do. Everything else is now like in the hands of God type of thing. It's in creator source, whatever you want to say, but it's all there, and it's all on its way to you somehow, and it's just trust. You've done the work, and she's so with you. I just feel like heart. I keep going to the heart. I can feel her in the heart, so I feel like she's just in your heart. She's just like, oh, I'm ready to move on to newness. Yeah, right. And that's what it feels like. I'm like, you've done all the work, you've done everything that you need to do, and just trust the process. But you've been like planning or putting in the effort into creating. You've been sculpting this out, right? And you are the creator of your world, of whatever it's going to be like. And I feel like you've done the effort. Now it's like, let the flow take you in the direction that it needs to go. But you're definitely ready. It's definitely time, but you are in the sweet spot. So any opportunity that comes up that just feels right, say yes. Like, just start saying yes to the things that really truly feel right for you. Like, say yes to you everywhere you go. Don't let somebody else's doubt get in, even if it feels ridiculous to somebody else, but it feels right to you. I want you to trust that and know that that's your direction and that's the way you're meant to go. So thank you, Candace. And thank you to Grandma for bringing us candy. I love that Grandma bought us candy. So we can taste her candy. So she's really here with us. Okay, Cody. Cody Carpio in Hawaii. I feel like I might be in Hawaii. I had to put on like my bright ones. I actually had this on Saturday night over my leather dress, though. I had a leather dress on. Today I just got leggings and tank top. But you're so welcome, Candace. Cody, let's see what we have for you, Cody. Oh my God, Cody, I just heard this song. I got to break free. Who sings that song? I'm not, and I can't sing them because if I sing them, then my videos get tagged. So I got to break free. It's Queen song. Queen. The Queen is here, Cody. The Queen is here. The Queen is here. I'm like, I got to break free. And so the Queen is here, and the Queen is saying to you, that you've got to break free from. I feel like you've been thinking too much. You've imprisoned yourself in your own mind, and I don't know if you have fully moved forward with some of your own plans or some of your own wants. And I'm drawing an arrow, and I just got you, like you gotta go. You gotta go your direction. You gotta do your things. Oh my God, yes, exactly. Okay. So you're being told you gotta go your way. You gotta do your things because you've got yourself trapped in your mind, like imprisoned in your own mind. And it's like, that's kind of, I'm like getting this, I'm getting like the strut. I'm like, you gotta go. You got things to do and you're not doing it. And I'm just like, my own insecurities and fears. Exactly. And so does it fit? You know, what's not fitting, right? What doesn't belong anymore? What's not there? And so your own fears and insecurities are there. That's that sense of you're believing an old narrative, or you're putting something in front of you. So something could be, somebody else's thoughts that have been translated out to you that then brought fear to you. And that's the way I'm seeing it. Somebody else's thoughts that have come out of their head, that's gone through their head, over their lips, and to you, that makes you doubt yourself. And if you're not available to everyone else and you're available to you, what happens to them? So you do misery to make other people happy. Think about that. And it's like, no, somebody else's thoughts. And I just keep hearing like this. I don't know why I just got this. On point. Good. I just got this. And I'm going to say this as nice as I can. But I just heard, tell somebody to kiss your ass. And I don't know who that is that you need to tell that. But I just got, you just tell them to kiss your ass. Like, you're not doing this. You're not doing that. That's kind of what I'm getting. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. And the card is take the next step. It's time to take the next step. Here's this tree has been like cut down, but there's new branches. So it's like you've already come to endings of so many things. And you're stuck in point zero. Like you're stuck in the zero zone, like in this in between, like in betwixt is what we used to call it, in betwixt. You're stuck in between these spaces and you want to go, but you're fearful, but you're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything that you really need to do because you're not really trusting that you are actually a very ambitious person. And so you have this driving desire of ambition. And this energy that we have, and it's going to be here for a good 6 months. Like, I feel like I don't think this energy is going anywhere for a while. Now, of course, there's other energies coming in too. But I feel like for you, it's like this whole 6 months where it's like this ambitious version of yourself, this adventurous version of you, it's this visionary of you is truly like ready to answer the call and wanting to answer the call. And it's like, you have to start doing this. It's time for you to take the next step. All things are in place. It's like your future is in your hands. Your destiny is in your hands. And how am I going to get there how am I going to get there if I don't start taking any steps or any actions towards getting there? So it's time for you to start moving towards that and moving forward. So that's what you have to do. Time to break free. Right? The fear of failure is terrifying me, paralyzing me, but you're already failing you. See, these are the lies. See, this is what I was talking about, Cody. You tell yourself one story, but you are already failing you. So you fear failure, yet you are failing the you that is waiting for you to live your best life. So you don't really fear failure. You've actually created a comfort in an area of where you disappoint you and disappoint those parts of you that truly wants to do something that fulfills the destiny of your soul. So you have to see it differently. You're looking at it in one perspective, but how can I go about this and feel safe? So it doesn't mean you drop everything to get to that future. How can I start taking steps towards this? What can I start to do to move towards this? So you can start taking baby steps, little steps towards that. But if you don't take any steps towards it, you're going to be looking back and just be like so disappointed in yourself and just like, why didn't I do this? And if you don't do it, I mean, something else will come up. But then is it your life? Is it your truth? Whose life are you living? Right? And it's like you truly are at this pivotal point in your life where there is something knocking from the inside out, just saying, it's time for me to start to live my life. And so it's never too late for a new beginning, right? And as many in here knows that when my back collapsed and all of my years behind the chair, owning salon, spa, all my years of doing that life for 30 years, and then starting over in this life, right? And making this my life, it was scary. And of course, I still ride the wave sometimes. But this path, this way that I now live, I have learned more about who and what I am now that I have time to focus, but also still be of service, right? You need this? Good. And of course, you're living in beautiful Hawaii. Get outside and let the air just like really truly speak to you. Let the windigos speak to you. Let the goddess energy of the volcano energy, like just let life speak to you. You're going to know exactly what you need to do. Oh yeah, there you go, Cody. Lisa just had a good. I didn't even see you come in, Lisa. So Lisa just posted my upcoming masterclass. So I have an upcoming masterclass. It's the 7 laws of spiritual success. That may help you, Cody. And it starts next Monday. And so if you can't make it to the lives, you can do the recordings. But I think you may actually read that course may truly help you be able to start to make the shifts that you need to make. I started my cosmetology career and I'm insecure if I'm enough. See? Oh, girl, if I had, if I was your mentor in cosmetology, well, I'm still your mentor in a way, but if I was your mentor in cosmetology, I would be inspiring you each and every day to just keep showing up. That's all you do. That's how you know you're enough. You're enough for each day that you show up. How do we get better? By showing up. And if we don't show up, we don't get better. Right? And it's like just keep showing up. That's it. But yeah, I'm with Lisa. If there's any way for you to take that master class I have happening, I suggest you take that because it's a 7-week class and it is about the 7 spiritual laws. And it really truly dives into us being able to recognize the little things that we do. So hope that helps you somehow, Cody. And I wish you all the best and much love. And I'm telling you, someday I will be back into Hawaii. I'll be down there speaking someday soon. I had an amazing reading at the event, by the way. Her name was Connie Lynn. I don't have all of her information, but she did a reading for me, and it was so cool. And she said, I just heard sit, and I sat down with her, and she said, "Oh my God, you're teaching me as you're sitting, and you're not talking to me." And apparently, as we were sitting, I was teaching her without talking to her of a way to use this deck of cards that she had that I had never seen, and it was gypsy cards. And she said, for some reason, I was telling her as I was sitting there how to work with these cards. And so I had a beautiful little reading, and I'll be near the ocean a lot. Yeah. So Cody, I'll actually send you the link so that you can at least look at it. So the card says, time for you to start really, truly moving forward. Trust you. All you got to do is show up every day. And if you keep showing up, you'll just get better and better and better and better. All right. Let's see. Sorry. Debbie Mayer. Are you still here, Debbie? Debbie from Southbrook. Are you still here? You're interested in that class, LG? All right. I can make sure that we get it to you as well. If you also go to my website, go to corriethorne.com. You can also check it out there. It's also there. Oh, Lisa. So Lisa just posted. So if you look down a little bit there, LG, and Cody, Lisa just posted the link to the academy and to that course. Okay, Debbie. I'm not sure what I have for you yet, Debbie, but I have a card for you. I'm going to start with a card. I don't know what I have really coming through. Hey. I don't know. Hey, Debbie, I just heard that. Hey, Debbie. Hey. Somebody's waving at you. Hey, Debbie. And then smoke. I get cigarette smoke, Debbie. Who was all like, hey, Debbie. It's like somebody's yelling out to you like they haven't seen you in a long time. And it's like they're excited to see you, Debbie. and they smoked, and I just got like this like film on my eyes. I can smell the cigarette smoke, and I just got this smoke, and it's like, and I feel like they smoked a lot. Like if it's like, not feels like, I can sense, I'm tasting, I'm smelling cigarette smoke. My eyes, I got a film of cigarette smoke around Debbie. And so there is somebody here who smoked a lot, but they would call it, hey Debbie, hey Debbie, hey, hey, hey. But they were trying to get your attention. And I feel like they were always trying, like they were always making sure you seen them or you knew they were around. They definitely got like a larger energy. They feel like they're larger than life to me. Um, and I'm like, and they're such a character, like have such a, like they're a character. They feel like they're like a bit mischievous, or might have been downright just like just didn't know how to behave themselves at all. Like just funny bad, or just like um always into something, always into something, Debbie. And I don't know who exactly this person is, but they're coming from behind. They're coming this direction at me. And I see them coming in this way. And I'm almost like, I got to move out of the way. They walk really, like they walk with like conviction. So they walk kind of fast. They're strutting. I can see their movement. I can see their body moving. I don't know if this is a friend, like somebody you would have known. And so Debbie, I don't know where this person belongs to you, but they start like they're kind of, they get really excited really easily. And I'm not sure how you would have known this person, but they are here with you. They came flying in. I feel like once we opened up the door to opportunity, once I said your name, it's like, oh, I'll come in. And they came in with me. So they're entering from behind. They're coming from behind me. So I feel like it's like someone who's either was a community friend, a family friend, or somebody, or it might even be a family member. But they did smoke, and it's I almost feel like it's female. I almost feel like she's female. I'm not seeing her. I'm just getting all the scents, all the smells, all of this. I feel like she would have liked a good time. Like it's somebody who would have liked a good time. And so they loved a good time. They loved having a good time. They just want to come in and say hello to you, Debbie. they're literally like leaning on my shoulder. So they know you. I don't know if you remember them very well, but they know who you are. And they just come flying in. And then your mom smoked and passed in 2011. So maybe it's your mom. Would she get excited when she used to see you? And were you and your mom more like friends sometimes? Like, did you guys used to do a lot together? Because I feel like it's like, so this could very, yes. Okay. Well, this could very much like this, because I feel like she's like she feels like she knows you. She's known you forever. She feels like she's at that, like that friend kind of energy. So she just like, she's got this, she's so freaking excited to see you, Debbie. Like if I could reach out and just hug you, that's exactly what she wants to do. She wants to just hug out. She wants to reach out and she wants to just hug you. And she says, listen, that's her. Listen, it is time for you to start moving forward with your life. And so I don't know where you've been stuck, if this has been ever since like your dad's passed, or just like something you haven't fully finished. Um, when you got together, it was always fun. Okay. Well, this is her. This is her. I'm like, my eyes are, I'm like, and she's smoking away here, just living her life. And she just came flying away. So when you did get together, and that's what she's like, it's like when you did get together, or when you are together. So you're together now. We're together now. She's with you. And so she's just like, whatever it is, I just feel like it's like, you know what, you deserve, and exactly what she tells me, you deserve a reward for everything you have done, for everything you've put up with, for everything that you've done the hard work for. You deserve a reward. You deserve the good things in life. You need to start really, truly doing what you need to do for you. And who is, and I don't know who this is it you that's very sensitive, or who is the person that's around you was always very kind of sensitive, very like soft and gentle, and always could cry at the like over everything, cried over everything. I get someone who's very like could like just cared so much about everybody. And so I don't know if that's mom as well, or if that's somebody who's actively in your life right now, or if it's actually you. And I just feel like it's like there's just there's just been so much. Oh, that's you. Okay. Because she says, you're just like sensitive here. She says you just do too much for everybody. And she says people know how to play on your sensitivity. People know how to play on it. And she says people play that of you. And she says you gotta pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. I feel like there's like some going, like really truly do the things that you want to do, go your own direction. And it's time for you to really start making yourself a priority, and caring about what your life looks like, not just what everyone else's life looks like, caring about what everyone else looked like. What caring about your life more, like not more than, but as much as you care for everyone else's. She's so excited. I'm like, I can't even get her to sit still. That's how excited she is to be here. So I'm like, if dad is here, he's not getting a chance to speak yet. And so I don't know if if your dad's here, he's not allowed to talk. He's not getting a chance to talk. But I do pick up that you are, and water, like your connection to water. And so we have the water here, we have your emotions, and this is coming up, and it's like being able to truly sit with your own emotions. I do feel like you still carry, like you're still in a grief process. You still got things that are going on, even though even though you knew your dad wasn't well, even though when times are up for people. But I just feel like it's like really truly nurture your own emotions and take care of the things that you need to take care of for you. And I feel like you're on the move. Like you're either moving in a new direction, or you're moving into like some sort of new opportunities, new relationships, but you're on the move. Something in your life is shifting and moving. And so there's a transition and transformation, Debbie, that's happening in your life. What's with your dad and wearing one pair of pants or one style of pants? One pair of pants or one style of pants. I don't know why I'm getting the pants, but I'm getting his pants. I'm like seeing pants. And so I have these pants that I keep seeing. One pair of pants or the same style of pants. And I just feel like he's like, I don't think he wears the pants in the family. That's not what it feels like. But I just like something about a pair of pants. I feel like I don't know why I get this like static energy, but I have this sense like him. How do I want to put this? He liked blue jeans. Okay. And I'm like, that's what he wears. That's what he wears. And there's either like a level of quietness to him or stubbornness to him. And I just feel like he's like, listen, I am not what I was when I died. I'm not what I was when I left. That's not who I am. And so I feel like people still talk about, like they talk more about him in his last days than they talk about him in his legacy, like more than they talk about him in his life. And he says, I was so much more than that. I was so much more than that. And he keeps talking about, he says, I'm more than that. And so it's his life, who he was in his life. That's his story. That's who he is. But I don't know what's with this stubbornness or shyness that I feel like it's more probably stubbornness to him. I'm not sure, but it just feels like it's almost like I had to pull, like he had to get dressed before he can come in. He got a cologne smell to him, like an Old Spice or a Brute smell or something to him, Debbie. I'm like smelling Brute or Old Spice. Like, so I got cigarette smoke over here. I got Old Spice over here. Like I got this cologne smell. I feel like in his heyday, he loved to look good. He got dressed up. He used to get spruced up, and he used to look good, and he liked to look good. And he's got charisma. I'm going to put it that way. Debbie, he's got charisma. And he says, this is who I am. This is who I was. And this is what I am again. He says, so I'm living my life. I want you to live your life. That's what he wants you to know. I'm living my life. I want you to live your life. And that's kind of his message. So like wherever you're not fully living your life, it's time for you to start living your life. Stubborn. He was way more than the end for sure. Yes, he does. Okay. Thank you. I'm like, oh my God, like he got spruced up to come in. He's got all done up to come in to see us. Like he's just there. And he has this like smirk or this devilish kind of grin to him. I just feel like he has this smirk, this devilish kind of grin, and he just kind of smirks at us. And so he is smirking at you. He's smiling at you. He's he tells me that I don't know what you did with his picture. It's something about his picture on a plaque or his picture on the wall, like something of and it feels like, or on a headstone or something, but it feels like he says, it's like, he said, it's the kind of pictures that they put up when you die. So I don't know what this picture is, the kind of picture that they put up when you die, when they take like the best looking picture of him or whatever it is, and you put up, and he says he's showing me this picture, and he got this smirk. And he says, I'm good. I'm good. You be good. Like, I'm fine. You be fine. And it's like, it's time for you to be fine. And it's time for you to do the things that makes you happy. I don't know where you're going, Debbie, but I just feel like there's some sort of shift happening here. A fresh new start. This is like a fresh new start. And I feel like you're in a time of this is the wheel. This is about, the transitions of life. It's about things are changing. And I just feel like there's time, and it's time for you to start moving forward. So like positive, you've had a lot of challenges and a lot of things that's happened over the past few years. He tells me, I got her talking over here and him talking over here, and they're both talking the same freaking time. I'm like, shh. And I feel like they're both talking to you at the same time. So I feel like there's like positive changes coming in your life, and it's you're like shifting, moving, changing gears. I feel like it's like you finally got like all his little details, or all things are settled. Or, you may be just purchasing something new. It may be the beginning, but it's like something new. I feel like you're either buying, doing something new, going in a new direction. But there is something new for you coming into your life, and it's positive changes, and it's time for the good stuff. It's like you deserve the good things now. And he's just like, you live your life. You live your life. And that's what he keeps telling you. You just live your life and live it for you. And a thank you. I feel like you really cared for him before he passed. I feel like you really took care of him. And he just says, thank you. Thank you for all that you did for me. So I hope that helps you in some way. And have, just like truly just sit with the love. Like you have them. These people are so around you. Oh, you haven't had a chance to go home yet, and I need to say goodbye to him. Yes. Okay. Well, I feel like I feel like you're going to be going. I feel like that is time to go, time to do that. And just bring yourself there. It's time. It's right. This is like, I feel like everything that stood in the way is now clearing so that you can actually get there. So time to do that. He's very alive, by the way. Your goodbyes to his physical life, but who he is and what he is, he's alive. He's in his blue jeans. He's looking good. He's smelling good. And busy mama over here is just like happy as could be to be able to come in to get, I'm like, did she not know where the door was, Debbie, that she couldn't get in from Spirit World? She's just so excited to be here. And country music, I don't know why, either like country, Johnny Cash. I just got like Johnny Cash or Elvis. Like, I know Elvis is not all country, but I just got like Elvis more rock, but I just got like Johnny Cash, Elvis. Like I just got this glimpse of country music and like the old stars, like the old hair back, that type of thing. And I just feel like, that's what I just seen. So I don't know how that ties to him, but it's like he was flashing something else in front of me before I let him go. He had to get the last word. So I hope that helps you in some way. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. Emma. I'm going to go to Emma. My husband, Bill, really needs a card. I'm going to give Bill a card. Okay. Yes, they liked that and danced all the time. Okay. Well, that's what they're doing. They're dancing. They're just dancing. So no, they're happy. There's a happiness over there. So thank you, Debbie. So Emma, is Bill with you? Is Bill there with you still? Okay, Bill. This card is going to be for Bill Cochran. And Emma, I just got yes, bye. Yes, bye. I don't know who used to say that. Yes, bye. Yes, bye. Yeah, that's it. Yes, bye. Yeah. So I just got yes, bye. Like, we're really going to do this? Like, we're really doing this? This is kind of what we just got. Like, that's what I just got. Like just kind of like that laughter, jokester kind of energy of, oh, here we go. We're going to do this. And so there is a sense of joy. And I got this like an opening of the heart. And I just feel like the heart is opening. My heart's opening. And the sparkle. I feel like it's like whoever this is for Bill, there's sparkle in his eyes. There's sparkles in his eyes. His eyes sparkle. This person is they're connected family. This is family, very connected family linked somehow. And I just feel like he says, I didn't have the sparkle in my eye when I died, but I got the sparkles back in my eyes. And he was shiny. He was shiny. He used to glow. I feel like there's a happiness to him. There's a joy to him. And that he's just saying, like he says, I never thought you could get here this fast, but he made it. He does tell me he was laying there for a while before, like, I don't know if it was days or weeks or something, where he says, I was laying in a bed before I passed. So he tells me I feel like he was either in a hospital bed or or in a chair or something, like he was sick for a little bit. He's telling me like he had a period of time, like while everyone was with him, while he was waiting to pass. And he says, I'm so thankful for the people who came. And I feel like somebody came to either sing to him or to do some sort of prayers with him or something before he passed. And I hear like singing around him. And so I don't know where singing came into his life or how singing came into his life, but he's just telling me there was singing in his life, and just like good times and the sweet stuff. So I'm back to sweet stuff, but I feel like this is like something somebody used to make him. So whether it was like tea biscuits or whether it was like some sort of shortbread cookie or something, date squares, like something like date squares. I'm like, that's what it kind of feels like to me. It's like something like that. So it would be like a more of an old fashioned type of treat or something. And he goes, all kinds of them over here. But he's like really wanting to thank people for doing those things for him, the kindness. He says, people were so kind. And my head hurts. I get like my head hurts. And I don't know where, if this was like something that was in his body or through his head, but I keep getting my head hurts. And also through the body. And it's just like, but now it just showing me what before he passed, but not after he passed. He says, yes, boy. I said, never thought I could get her like this. And it's like larger than life, back to like, not back to normal, back home. And he's just saying, like, he says, he says, even though I can be there, I can come back home. Like he always comes back home, and he comes back home to visit everybody, and he drops in to visit anybody. And I don't know if he used to wear glasses or reading glasses, because I keep seeing him like looking over glasses a little bit, or like show me glasses. And so I don't know if there was glasses that he used to wear. But he feels like brotherly, like it feels very brotherly to me, like whether he's a brother or he's like a good friend, but it's brotherly to me. It feels very brotherly. And I just feel like, I don't know if Bill is in some sort of conflicts on, what to do right now or what he needs to do, whether it's he's like, I just feel like there's some conflicts coming up. And I don't know where these conflicts are around, Bill. And I just feel like it's like, and so the card is conflict, and it's just like, like really truly stand up, stand in your power, stand up for yourself, be true. Like, and I don't know if you're like giving more than you need to do, or you're not kind of stopping. I don't know if you're still working, Bill, or if you're still doing things that, it's like you said you wouldn't be doing. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not taking care of that. And he's just like, or, where if that's coming in, or if someone's just an asshole to you, whatever that may be. But it's like, I'm like, you need to truly stand up and really say, you know what, I'm going to now do what I want to do. I'm going to live the life I want to live. And it's like, life really is short. And that's what I just keep getting. I keep getting, life is short. It really is short. And then I got this, the little boy, the little child. So I feel like this person was in your life all the way back to like little child, young child. And it's just like, I just see like childhood memories, or being connected all the way back to childhood and just having those childhood memories. And I think there's like a hobby or things that you love to do on the side. And it really truly feels like it's time for you to start to do your hobbies or the things that you love. And start to, get clear with yourself on what really is important to you, what really matters to you right now, Bill. What do I want to do? What do I want to be when I grow up? Right. And it's like, now it's time for you to do the things that you want to do, because life is short. You are surrounded in like just so much kind of that brotherly kind of love, just connected, fully connected. There's a bond, there's a connection, but you also can't deny yourself the time to let your heart grieve, go through what it needs to go through. Any stage, anytime there's an ending in our lives, or there's new beginnings, there's a loss of. And I just feel that loss of, and just trying to fill that space. But sometimes we're not meant to fill that space, and you're not meant to fill that space. Like, there's nothing to fill it up. Let yourself be just free in that energy, and just really truly honor your time. Like, really honor some time with you. And whatever you keep saying yes to, that it's time to say no to. It's time. It's really truly time to say no. And so, yeah, that's what I got for you. And I just feel this love. Like, I'm like, I love, and I just keep getting like one of my eyes is hurting. Like, I'm like, why is my head and my eye hurting? But I get this like pain. And the moment I start releasing it, I feel like it's like letting go. And I just get, thank you. Thank you. There's not many people in the world like you, Bill. That's it. Just like I just heard, thank you. There's not many people in the world like you, Bill. So big hugs and loves coming from the other side for you. And I hope that helps somehow. So thank you very much. And thank you for giving me the opportunity. To everyone who just takes their time to come in here with me, I'm always honored. I always say, moments are something we can't get back. And the fact that people spend these moments with me, I just like, it just fills my heart. I have so much gratitude and love for you all for being here with me. You are welcome, Emma. So welcome. All right. So I've been in here over an hour, and so I am going to just end tonight with a card for everyone, and just going to release, I'm just going to release the energy of all of those who've been in here. These were some big readings, some big messages coming in. So I will be back again always, and you can always book with me. You can always go to CorrieThorne.com. I only work a few hours each week where I have selective appointments that are available, because I also teach. So I have a couple programs. More Than Existing is starting up again. There's a new level 1 of More Than Existing. So if you're tired of just surviving in life, and you're ready to really just start to move beyond all the things that are just getting by and start thriving, then More Than Existing. If you feel like you're just existing, you're ready to more than exist. Well, that program, the level 1 of that, there's 4 levels, and it takes you all the way to being the lightworker coach. So this is the level 1 of it. February the 14th, we're starting on Valentine's Day, but starting Monday, we have the 7 spiritual laws starting up. And that class is, that's a 7-week class. And all of my programs, they're always like, I teach live in the classes and I teach in the moment, but the recordings become available after. And then you can, if you can't make it to all the lives, you can also do the recording. So, so let me see what else. And please feel free to share out these videos. You can also, there's stars. Apparently I keep forgetting about their stars. You can leave stars. And yeah, and I will be back again, but let's end with a card for tonight, and it's balance. And our card is about balance, right? And I always say living a balanced life is much healthier than trying to make everything equal, because it's so hard to make everything equal. Life is never going to be, we're never going to be equal in life, but it's creating balance. Balance is what truly brings us into a place of being able to live a true life that we can sustain and hold to. So it's like, maybe I can do something, like maybe I have the capability or I have the strength to do it, but maybe I'm not designed for that anymore. Maybe that's not what I want to do. And I get that often. People always say, when you have your back surgery, will you go back to hairdressing? Like, would you go back to that? I'm like, because you were good at it and you're missed. Or I'm like, just because I'm good at it doesn't mean that's my life. Right. And so what brings balance into my life is to be able to balance the amount of time that I spend doing, being slow or steady, or the time that I give to myself, and then the time that I also give out. And so, and it's not always equal, right? You may spend more time at work than you're going to spend doing, the quality things for yourself. But the time that you have to do the quality things for yourself, if you make them matter, right? If you don't squander those times away, and you really truly make it matter. And so make the time really matter, because the most successful life you're going to live is going to be the one where your moments matter, where you really do things that fill that sense of the mind, body, soul coming into alignment. What do I need? What is my body needing? What is my heart needing? What do I feel like I need? And so awakening, plugging into our own divine mother, father energy. Like, it's like learning how to nurture your own needs, to be available to yourself, be available to what is needed. And in order for me to even do this work, in order for me to channel through this, is I have to spend so much time in meditations, and then spending time in quiet time, and then doing a few hours of this work, and then taking a few hours to paint or to write, whatever it may be. So when you create a life that's balanced, and you start to just balance things out in your life, is that you start to realize you matter, and you should matter in your own life. And if you don't matter in your own life, if you say, oh, it doesn't matter, I don't care, do whatever, I'll eat last, or I'll eat the scraps. If you feed yourself scraps, then that's how you treat yourself, right? So that's what you believe it or not, even though you say it's not, that's what you believe about yourself. You believe that you're really not worthy as somebody else. If you're the last to sit, it's like, that's old mindsets. And it's time for us to shift mindsets and to start to really truly look at ourselves and look in at ourselves in a whole different way than what we would have previously. And that's what I do. Help people be able to live their best lives. So I hope tonight helped you, and that you got something from every bit of this. And if some of the messages I seen once scroll past that sounds like so-and-so in their lives, if the messages feels like it is also for you, then also claim, because as these spirit messages are coming through, sometimes there is the echo of another spirit that's also coming through that may be speaking to you as well. So if you feel it in your heart and you feel it flowing through your body, then it is also for you. There is something in there for you. You can go check out this week's message on this week's energy report on my energy update on my YouTube channel. Also on my second YouTube channel. So it's Corrie Thorne, More Than Existing, or Corrie Thorne Spiritual, Psychic Medium, Spiritual Teacher, whatever it is on YouTube. And then my other YouTube channel is my podcast. And that one is called She Is ... More Than Existing. And then MTE Academy. We start our new programs. We got new programs rolling out. Lisa has her master classes of human design starting. And if you've never done your human design, I suggest you do. She has an introduction class that's also in there that you can do. So that's starting beginning of February. And then the 7 spiritual laws and more than existing is starting up again. So those are the things we have happening. If you want to purchase my books, which I was just going to reach back further, not there, they're on Amazon, which is More Than Existing and is the first book. And the second book is called My Truth of Existing Beyond the Reflection. So both are available on Amazon. So you can purchase those there, but everything is on the website. And hopefully we'll have some dates soon of the cards, but the cards are so much closer now. Much love. Have a beautiful night. And thank you all so much for being here. And I will see you all in a few days, maybe. Next time I'm in. Bye-bye.